By the way, don't worry, I'm allowed to eat in front of the TV at least 3 days a week now. We were eating in front of the TV one night, and I wanted to have chips for dessert. Our dinner rules were always eat dinner and then get a little treat or dessert afterwards. And I wanted chips, everyone's favorite dessert. So my dad got the bag of chips, and normally my parents poured us bowls, but there wasn't much left, so he just gave me the whole bag and said, don't eat them all. He got 2 cool parent points that day. It was going good so far, eating chips in front of the TV.
This is the height of luxury!
I looked down, and I ate all the chips. Dang it! So what I ended up doing was going, Jax, do you want some chips? And I gave him the empty bag. Then I went over to my dad and said, Dad, I have something to tell you. I'm sorry. Jax ate all the chips. And I went into my room and hid. I had to push it back. But being a scrawny 5-year-old the size of a poodle meant it was probably equivalent to trying to push a semi-truck. I kept pushing and pushing with all my strength as I heard my mom in the background going, 1, 2... Eventually, I just crumbled to the ground in defeat and started crying, and my mom found me on the floor curled up next to the ottoman. I felt guilty I couldn't move the ottoman. Actually, no. Ari's just the embodiment of a toddler, constantly wanting attention and food. And if he doesn't get it, he screams. Isn't that just the sound of love? Stop. Towards them, but also kind of treats them like an unpredictable rabid animal. All right, you just stay right there. Don't go anywhere. I got you some soup. Ah, stay over there. I'll push the bowl to you with this stick. Feel better soon. And Jack so far. Everyone else, he's all nope, like physical nope. No, look. Sorry. He's like leaning. Bye. Dave, you want Ari to lean away from you? Ah! The shoes with the wheel in them. I didn't specifically ask for them, but after a few months I decided to start trying them out. I'd roll around in the house up and down the halls, and it was pretty fun. Then one time I decided to take them out on the streets. Our neighborhood was on a slant, so there was a bit of a steep angle to the cul-de-sac, and I was like, this is a good idea. Foreshadowing, it very wasn't. I started going down the road and picking up speed, and like 2/3 of the way down, the tiniest little pebble was like, hey there, friend, and clogged the wheel and threw me forward. I hit my head on the road and opened a huge gash in my chin. My mom was outside talking to our neighbor, so she saw the whole thing and was like, okay, well, I'll talk to you later, Wendy. We're gonna waltz on over to the hospital now. We should go do that. Thanks for reminding me, James. We're going to get your nails done. You excited? Woo!
I just want to win. There was. Look, he super jumped.
Okay, dude. Stop putting your finger up there.
Oh yeah. Is that a good scratch? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dear, how was your day at the office? Ah, fishwife. The currents were pretty strong today. I was swimming to fish work, and the currents swished all my fish papers out of my fish hands. I mean fins, so I was late. Our fish neighbor, Benjafish, crashed into me on my way as well. The currents were too strong for his feeble fish body. You know him in his old fish age. Oh, fish frick. Fishwife, there's no need to use that type of fish link. This is stupid. You're sitting in this fountain. Can we reach amoeba phases? RNA in the primordial soup? The universe itself! I'd never be genetically created. I tried it for the first time and was like, ugh, ew, whoa, what the freak? Like, it's trying to be sweet, but also tart at the same time, and it's like, just pick one, you're just a dumb apple. Apparently, they were created by accident and are a hybrid of Granny Smith and Lady Hamilton, so they're not even supposed to exist. Jeez, Granny Smith, use protection. But, I mean, to give them credit, that's pretty progressive considering it was the 1950s. Apparently, Brayburn is also a My Little Pony character. Anyway, avoid at all costs. I hope all the Brayburn trees burn in a giant fire and rebirth into Pacific Rose ones. What are you? Oh. Sing but has no rhythm and is pretty tone deaf. Showtime!
I wanna be gay, cause you're fucked and I wanna savor it.
Is Ari friends with the toucan? Oh, yeah, just help the kids if they need help. Oh, okay, then. For the majority of the internship, I was stressed out and anxious because for 3 hours every time I went in, I felt like I had no purpose except walk around and smile at kids. Occasionally, I'd help one find a puzzle piece, but those were the exciting days. Also, 2 kids didn't even speak English. Like, what am I supposed to do when a kid's crying? I ask what's wrong, and I get,
私の恐竜に噛まれて痛いよ。ほら血が出てる。てかどうして私の言ってることわかんないのよ。日本人でしょ。
entire workout smiling and talking and making cheesy eating pizza jokes. Alright, now hold that squat. Ooh, feel that burn in those quads. I'm smiling and articulating everything perfectly, and I totally know you're panting like a dying animal over there. Don't think about that leftover pizza in the fridge. Looking at you, Brittany. Do when they reach a similar problem. Alright, here we go. We just hear, help! To help! And look over to a kid, upside down turtle with his butt in a pail. Pathetic. Guys, more. Psh, get out of here with that fake crap. You don't even know what you mean by that. And don't be flaky and say, oh, I missed a week. Oh, I'm hopeless. It was the tale of, what, Despacio or something?
Despacio? It's a Mexican, it's the tale of Despero.
Yeah. What's a popular book that did kill the main character?
Harry Potter, he died for a little bit.
Did he?
Yeah, did you not see the last movie?
I never read or watched any Harry Potter.
Okay, do I have to explain it? So
Who's Harry Potter?
Okay, so
Just kidding. I know that much. He's the beard one.
he's the
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, he just
stop!
eating sugar for the rest of my life. You're setting yourself up for failure there and end up pulling a James. Exercise as much or as little as you're ready for and be mindful and respectful about how your body feels. Little changes go a long way. Remember, you're doing this for you. And don't play that dumb hip-hop music while you work out or I swear to Hercules I'm gonna run someone over with an exercise bike.
Good idea.
Stomach. I don't know what you're talking about. I'd buy this DVD in the back of the head, which may I add took some top-notch skill and coordination considering we were both running and he was a good distance away from me. Not to brag or anything. Ow! I'm telling. Oh, frick. I watched this kid start running up.
You don't know how to drive.
LA traffic, man.